Hey, Baka.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everybody.
Hello, hello.
We all have our cameras cut off.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just sat back down. I had to check and see if anybody was up.
Did you find your slipper?
Oh yeah, I found that a while back. Kicked it
Thank
under
you.
the desk.
oh,
Hey, Bud Files.
hey, Bud Files.
Hello, Bud File.
So, how's everybody doing?
Good, good.
Good. Busy, but good.
Now usually I'm supposed to go on Thursdays, and at first I
Huh?
was thinking they was Thursday, and then so I set everything up,
Hey,
and
Bud.
then I was going to change it, but I told April, so well, Thursdays, Cameron comes home and she's a crowd of people here, so it's hard to do it live. So I got to figure out a day I can do it between Mondays and Wednesdays. And everybody else has got theirs, so I might end up having to stick with Thursdays and
Hey,
just
Charmaine.
take a chance at it.
Twinkie gets over Thursday nights.
Yeah. Hey, Charmaine.
Hey, Charmaine.
Sorry I missed your
Jermaine.
live.
Jermaine went live.
Well, I don't know if it's live or
Hey,
Myers.
Myers.
I just it popped up on my when I went on YouTube. It popped up on it. It's okay, Bat Rican.
Hey, Myers.
Twinkie is trying to get reception to get on here. I told her to tell dude.
It'd be nice to Puerto Rican. If it was Puerto Rican, you said that. He was unacceptable.
Put them window blinds down and stick his leg out the window for reception. She said if that worked, his arse would be
Hey,
doing.
Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
It's,
Hey, Mars. Just waiting to try to get some more people in here.
Hey, the bearded one.
I think he doesn't have his beard anymore, or did it make it grow back?
I know he said he was going to.
I was working at home. Mine was getting pretty long. I had to shave it off because it was annoying me.
I was gonna say I could picture Shaw with a long beard. I could not picture him.
I have never grew a beard.
It's ridiculous.
I've had like a 3 day, like now, for 2 or 3 days.
Mine's scruffy right now, but nah, it's nothing nowhere near like it was.
I've never seen my dad with a beard or a mustache in my life.
Oh.
So Amy's trying to get signal,
Trying to get on.
and Dustin is trying to get signal. And Batty said he couldn't come up. I'm still waiting for Donnie. And Blanca said she couldn't come up.
Amy and them's truck broke down last night, and they've
Oh.
been sitting there. And she said they haven't been able to move the truck all day because the mechanic came and he took the part with him.
Took the part with him.
That's what she just wrote me. Said he took the part off and took it with him. So Amy and him have been sitting in the same spot since last night.
Mm-mm.
I can't see read the chat up here, and I can't see to read the chat on my phone. I guess it might be time for some new eyes.
I got new eyes.
I gotta go get some.
Well, Sean said that you was live a while ago, and I did not know it. I haven't really been on YouTube much, so I'm not getting no notifications. Matter of fact, I ain't even got a notification that I'm live.
I can verify you're live.
Did I? See if I got a notification. Yeah, I did.
I
7:12. I got
I have to sit so close to the screen to read them, and I feel like I'm all up in y'all's business.
Business.
I like the stream.
Business.
I got it.
Hey, Mars, you want to come up?
I got yours.
Did you get it? I don't know if I think I got Steven on.
If they can't, maybe not.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Everybody ready for the YouTube trip?
No, not yet.
Is it?
It's gonna be here before we know it.
I know. I don't have all the funding together just yet. So yeah, I'm still hurting. If it was tomorrow, yeah, I wouldn't be going.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad it's still a couple little ways away. I still got time, but yeah, I'm getting down to the wire now, though.
Yeah, we gotta get the funding together, and then I gotta get new tires on my car. We're driving. Slim don't want to drive, but we're driving.
That's a long drive for you guys. It's not that bad for me.
It's 13 hours.
That's still 13 hours too long.
Oh,
It's 13
Suck it
hours
up,
only, huh? Because it says it's like 10 hours for me.
I'm thinking about flying.
well, you go right ahead. I am driving.
I mean, flying, let's be there in like 30 minutes.
I just don't see that there's a 3-hour difference from me, my
look
house
it
to
up.
your house.
I'm gonna look it up again.
Missouri, that's a pretty good distance away.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up myself.
How long does it take you to get to Missouri, Sandra?
I don't know. I never tried.
You're right there. You're right there above New York, so it shouldn't take too long.
Let me check this out. Missouri, you say?
Missouri,
Branson,
Branson, Missouri.
Okay, it says 8 hours.
Remember
for me.
which?
8 hours, 5 minutes, it says. So it's stopping for about 10 hours.
I hate we've been away, man, but we've had family move in for a while, and our kids move in for a while,
The Paranormal Witch.
and it kind of took up our YouTube room. And we could have did it in the kitchen, but with a house full all the time, it's kind of hard to do that. So we've been away for a while, so I've done forgot how to do anything.
It says 13 hours and 1 minute.
Well, add another 2 hours for you to get your stuff in the car. And then
No, we loaded the car the night before.
Still doesn't seem. It seems weird that that there's only a 5-hour difference for me. You and for a 5-hour difference between you and me.
Yeah.
But for me to drive to your house, it would take me like 14 hours.
Really?
that's crazy.
I think so. 12. Let me see. I'll look.
I thought it was. You live in Michigan, or
No, he lives in
I live in just in the western suburbs of Chicago. So let me see.
What states? Well,
because I know our friend Gwenda is from Michigan, and she said it's about 11 hours to get home.
I'm 21 hours and 42 minutes away.
Yeah.
21 hours.
Getting changed.
It
I
says
was wondering-
11 hours, 27 minutes.
Yeah, if I have 11 hours.
I was going to send y'all a link, Melissa, but I heard that y'all had a lot going on.
Hey, Amy.
See,
So yeah, it's weird. It's like for you to get to Branson, it's only a 5-hour difference from but it doesn't take me 5 hours to get to your house.
that's crazy. I guess it's just a pattern of the drive,
Yeah, that's weird.
So
16-hour drive from yours to Branson. Wow.
Hey, AP.
Hey, AP.
Amy, if you don't like me, I mean, just go ahead and tell me. You don't have to beat around the bush and not come to my live stream. And I got thick skin.
Mhm. AAP, hello.
Yeah, man. And another thing, Sean, is I mean, you all in that technician and stuff like that. Why is it that you pay I got an Apple phone. The Apple phones cost you so much money to buy, but if you don't have Wi-Fi, it's no good. So like Amy and Dustin, which I don't know if Dustin's got Wi-Fi where he's at, but if you're out on the road and you break down out in the middle of Arizona somewhere and you don't have no Wi-Fi, you can't make a phone call. So why is it expensive to
You
buy
gotta have a signal, right?
I mean, I noticed, in one of Omar's video, he paid for that internet service, and he was still having trouble. I mean, I understand, some places don't have those signals or towers, but I was, like I told April, we'll go, when I used to take her to the doctor's office, I would sit in the car and wait on her. And I didn't have Wi-Fi, and I could get up a phone, could do nothing. I said, what good is this phone if I can't use it? How's the homestead, Luke?
Nah. I've driven 14 hours straight from Florida, from right around Orlando, Florida, all the way back here to Chicago. 14 hours, duck straight through. That was in the middle of the night too, though. So there was, a lot less traffic.
That's when you gotta have your head stuck out the window to get some air so you go sleep. Or sing to yourself because that'll keep you awake.
No, that was the time too. It was really scary going through Kentucky because when I hit Kentucky, it was probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was super dense fog. And I was like the only car on the road, and I'm driving really slow, because I can't see the road ahead of me. I don't know if the road turns or whatever, Can't see nothing on either side of you. But anyway, a UPS truck comes flying by me, so I just let that guy. I kind of stayed so I could see his lights and.
What a way to drive!
Right, it's like, all right, if I see his lights just kind of drop off and fall off the road somewhere, I'll just stop.
I do that in a snowstorm. I wait until a trucker goes by, and I put myself right in back of him. Okay.
Like Ron White said, he said that he was driving from town to town to do his comedy. And so he got on this road, it was pitch black. The moon wasn't even shining down on it. So you couldn't see nothing in front of you. He said this car come around him. He said, well, that's a good thing. So I'll just follow his lights, till we get to town. He said, but that dude was drunker than I was, and he was all over the road.
Well, that's like me and the kids. There's a place here. It's called Fancy Gap, and it's a really steep hill you got to go down. I mean, steep. And the day before that, me and the kids had came back home from Maryland. The very next morning, there was a 30-some car pileup, and I think like 18 people got killed. So God was looking out for us that day.
Yeah, I remember we come from Indiana and I couldn't see nothing. I just closed my eyes and kept on. And
Closed your eyes. Yeah.
well, they was doing road work, and um, they had them concrete barriers on each side, and the other side was nothing but the mountain. And there was 18-wheeler in front side of me and one behind me, and I was just going down there, and the road looked like it was already smaller than normal. And all I seen was a deer. Somebody hit a deer that was laying out there in the middle of the road. I couldn't go right, and I couldn't slow down or nothing. I just closed my eyes, and somehow I missed that deer, but we made it home.
See, he don't never tell me about this stuff.
AD.
Hey, hello.
AD,
Watching the chat now.
Twiggy, I told you to tell Cody to put his leg out the window for reception. You might have to stick both of them out there.
so is it warming up there, Sean?
Yeah, it was like it was almost 50 degrees today. It's 43 right now.
I know Sandra's mad.
Howdy. Hey, Cody.
She said it didn't snow much this year, and Sandra don't like going out and do videos unless she's 5 foot stuck in the snow.
No, I'm mad because of our new law that we have. New
What's that?
temporary law that started at 12:30 today. You're not allowed to have a wooden stove anymore for heating
That's
or fireplace. Anything with wood and fire, you're not allowed anymore for the
That's-
environment.
You live in Canada.
How can they stop you from
Isn't there wood like everywhere?
yourself?
Yeah, but they're giving breaks to people that only have a wooden stove for heating. They're giving breaks to them. But if you have some kind of other heating system, you're not allowed. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's controlling your life.
Yeah, exactly.
of course, it's Mr. Trudeau.
my mom and dad, it's just them two living in their house. They've closed off the upstairs with, blankets and stuff like on the stairway and stuff. So they're just staying downstairs. It's just them two, and they've got a fireplace that has the propane tanks, and they have one of the Eden Pure things, and their power bill was $680 this month. That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I know like kerosene, man. We priced kerosene. It was $7 and something a gallon here. And kerosene's one of the cheapest fuels out there. Well, gas is cheaper, but
Well, if they're going to ban wood stoves over there, I guess this is going to be open burn then.
Yeah.
That's how I would see it.
Well, they said Alaska right now has 8.5 foot of snow. So when you drive down the roads, you got nothing but snow walls on each side of you.
I've seen pictures of that kind of stuff over from Yellowstone when they clear the road and just walls of snow, and you're driving down the road and there's just like a huge wall of snow next to you.
well, my friend Joe's wife showed us pictures of her dad. He used to be like the lead person over the roads up in New York, or the town that they lived in. And she showed pictures of his car. It looked like a speck, a black speck and a white thing. And he showed pictures of it, and it looked like it was like 30-foot walls on each side. Of course, it wasn't 30 foot, but it looked like that with all the white. I said, why would you want to live somewhere that snow will cover you up? I don't mind a little dusting every now and then, and I don't mind a good snow, to kill germs and insects and stuff like that. But
Slim likes when it snows, the second snow, so you can make that snow cream. That's what Slim likes.
I'm not big on snow cream much
You used
anymore.
to be.
When the last time I ate it, it tastes like dirt.
When we was kids, we prayed for snow. No school.
I wonder if things were the same back then or they just different now. Because, back then we used to drink out of a water hose, didn't think about it. Nowadays, you go out there and wash your car and you fill up a bucket and you got all that.
We older, we think about that
The
stuff.
gunk and stuff that goes in the water with it that come out of your water hose.
Yellow snow cream.
Snow cream is good, Melissa said.
I've never had it in my life. We don't have snow here.
You don't.
You don't
Ice.
have snow there.
No, we have
And ice.
white.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
We have white shite.
You have a white powdery substance. Is that what you're trying to say?
Somebody come and cover my yard up in white stuff.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But
Say there,
no.
next time y'all get snow, wait till the second snow. Don't do the first snow. Set you a bowl outside, let that snow fall in it, and then you mix sugar
If
and
they see you eating snow here, they'll probably bring you to see a doctor for your brain or something.
no yellow snow, AD. It's not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yellow snow. We have yellow and brown snow. We have. Yeah.
My cousin Terry, he was a joker, man. They was making snow cream at my cousin Rob's house. Terry said, "I'll go get some snow." He come back in, he was laughing and said, "I got the good snow." He said, "I got the yellow stuff."
Ugh. Did you ever try and do some glow in the dark snow?
Glow in the dark snow.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, the snow, you can make it glow in the dark with some Mountain Dew. Yeah. You go,
That just be the Mountain Dew slush.
I don't know how they do it, but I know it's with Mountain Dew. And it glows. We did it on the ice on the lake one year. And we tried that thing there. You put a Montos in Coca-Cola and it goes. Psh. We did that on the ice too, instead of fishing.
We had a snow flurry this year.
It sounds like our journey smell fishing there.
Yeah. Well, we don't
Or
have
drinking than we ever did fishing.
the ice is kaput for this year.
Say it right over here. You put your car on the ice.
Yes, I gotta put my new car on the ice. My new Jeep.
No,
It's a Jeep. It goes everywhere.
I would not put my
Yeah.
vehicle on the ice. I don't care if it was 10 foot thick. I'm not putting my car on the ice. My luck, I'd find that one spot that it's not 10 feet thick.
Son don't matter if it's four-wheel drive or not. He'll go with it. We was out there in Vegas and got a minivan. What a minivan, Sean?
Yeah.
We was going down that dirt road. Sean had
They handled it pretty well.
Hitting big boulders and
Well,
he backing up. And this is a rental car. He was backing up with her crunch. He said,
yeah, still let them.
that's the Sean said, it'll wipe off.
Yeah, buff right out.
They never said anything, they didn't.
Yeah, we were planning on crossing the ice with our Jeep Patreon and the Canadian flag.
That's not this year.
Yeah, it'll be next year, I hope.
Yeah,
For sure, I'm gonna bring my grandson, Canadian boy. That's what you Canadian boys do.
the garden should do good this year. If you didn't have a bad winter, they say that the gardens will be real good this year.
I've done that kind of ice fishing too, Amy. Your hand gets pretty cold, and you got to reach in there and try to get that beer and all that ice.
I'm there. How do you get your hand cold fishing? You just pull it out.
Fishing around in the cooler for the beer.
For the beer part.
Little shacks and put a fish rod in a little hole. I just don't think I can do it. Because they got heaters in them little buildings, and my luck, the ice is going to melt.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do now because we used to have wood stoves, and now with that new law, what's
I
going to
think that's
happen?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see how they can stop you from
I don't think that maybe that won't stick and something will change.
Well, and for this year, they're like tolerating, like if you only have that to heat, But they're saying, well, prepare yourselves because in 2025 it's going to be completely banned.
This law was coming from somebody that's got
Buddy.
bottomless pockets.
A green tree, those Christmas trees, up his. That's why they said, don't make this law. Has nothing else to do all day.
But my thing is, some people cannot afford.
That's it. Are you going to give them money
or
to change?
and I think it smells good.
all
The
the wiring?
stove, I think it smells good.
All the wiring that you have to put in, or whatever it is that you have to do to have another. I have three heating systems here. I got electric, that plate there. I got the other one that's the whole house, which is pressure heating. There's wind that comes out there, and it's hot, and then in the summer it's cold. So some thermal thing there.
We call that.
And I got the wooden stove too, so I can't say, oh, I have no heating. I can't say that.
We use little heaters.
Yeah, but here the electricity is very expensive. And you see, we sell it to you guys somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but we sell our extra. And then we buy it back from you at a double price.
That's because we're smart.
Yeah, and you can see how smart we are.
We buy. Well, I should say we're smart. I should have said we're greedy.
No, you're smart. You're making money.
Good night, AD.
And us, we'll give it away. Night, AD. It's nice seeing you.
I think that's AD. I see Bob telling me.
Take care, AD.
Yeah, so.
Gotta pop out for the night. Hope y'all have a great night. Hope you have a great night too. So who else goes live on Wednesdays?
Wednesday?
Ain't today Wednesday?
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. Usually I'm out grocery shopping. And something happened. I couldn't go. What happened? Can't remember. Something happened in the house.
My
I did go.
electric bill this month was $0, but our gas bill was outrageous. I think Twinkie.
Yeah, I think so, eh? Mm.
Oh, we was talking last night about how I called you Sandra.
Yeah. Sandra.
Cody said, Amy, if you would let him pick up one of them truck stop gals, then y'all stay warm at night.
You trying to get Amy to whoop up on him?
REM pod, if so, who made it?
Who made
I
it?
made my own, Myers. I made my own, but I know people made the same kind.
Patrick made
Yeah,
it.
Patrick makes the same
Patrick
one
makes-
too. But yeah, I made my own one.
Oh,
It was
no,
the same
I
one as
got-
Patrick's,
Yeah.
and a couple other people that make the same one, I think, too.
I'm gonna have to send mine back to Patrick or fix it myself because April pulls the antenna out, and she pulled the antenna loose from the wire.
Me, Eric's gonna have to check it because it doesn't ring loud. You hardly hear it.
You see what
I
Amy
guess
wrote?
it's a speaker problem or something. So I probably it's because I dropped it or something. I'm putting on my fault there. But
Yeah, if it's the PZO speaker, then if you dropped it, the PZO speaker probably came off the plastic, and it's not very loud if it's not attached to the plastic anymore.
oh, so
Slim got me a thermometer for Christmas.
thermal. Wow.
Yes. And I haven't figured out how to play with it yet.
It is sitting there.
Mine's
for
really
this.
loud too, Amy.
I bought her all kinds of ghost tools.
And
Well,
I'm
I
still-
got for how do you mention I call it a digital voice recorder. That's what I got. I got that for Christmas.
I was watching Omar's video last night. He was at that mall where them 10-foot aliens or whatever, and the police showed up.
Yeah,
And
but
he
he
has some kind of little device,
Twinkie, I'm short.
but he said them things go for $3,000 and up.
yeah,
That's
because in the 80s, that thing came out in the 80s and it was like what, $30? And people were always returning it because it would not only record you, it would record EVPs, and people were scared and they would ask their money back. Yeah, and now, phew, because of that, it went up like crazy.
But y'all remember the little silver handheld radios that people used to carry back in the 70s and early 80s? I remember I had one, and if you turned it that one station, it sounded just like April's Spirit Box thing. And you would get like different frequencies to come through, like different radio stations. It sounded just like her little, what is that, KS, little Spirit Box thing you got?
Spirit book. SB7.
SB7.
I gotta get another spirit box. One of the springs in there where the battery's at plopped out. So I gotta get me another one.
But Myers, what you do is just get your little box and put your long wire on it and tie it to a flashlight, and then have Autumn lay down with a black sheet. And then when you ask something, just have her turn the flashlight on and off to answer you.
Yeah, but I've heard that you could, I would say like pimp a REM pod. You could with a phone.
Hey,
You can set it off with a phone. Those red ones there, red and black ones.
Mhm.
You can trick them to go off, but with your phone.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how to do it, but that's what I've heard. And I was surprised with that.
But if Patrick still got REM pods, hit him up and you can get a REM pod from him.
I used to have these fish alarms that you put on your stands, and then oh no, my camera's off.
I remember those. Yeah.
But your rod stands here and your line up here, and you would take and you would put the line around the trigger, and when the fish run, it would go and make a connection and start beeping. But they come out with these new ones that had an app that you can change. You can put songs on them, and or different colors, or you can do like a voice recorder, rod one's going off, and then it had a sensitivity thing that if you left your reels and you went to the store and you come back, it would alert you that somebody was close to your rod. So we would walk over to the shack to get coffee or whatever, and it would go off, and I'd look down there to my rods, and there wouldn't be nobody there.
It's good.
And I was just wondering if I would take them and make me a REM pod out of them.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
He'll be buying some again. You watch to see if he can rig
Well, you
some.
can just like leave them there And if they go off, there's a ghost that
Yeah.
went by, I guess.
Well,
But
you
you
could. There was a button on it. You know, it was sensitivity off and then alarm. That's when your trigger was over here and it goes straight.
Or keep in
So
mind.
sensitivity was if you put it up, you could use them as like markers in the woods too. Like you hang it up in a tree, and when
Yeah.
you get close to it, the thing would beep, so you would find it, so you could find your way back out of the woods.
Those things were loud though.
Hmm.
And I thought about them, but I sold them things a long time ago. But
Mhm.
now, I was like, man, I could have used them to do something with. Because I could have put them like around a cemetery and then let it run off.
There
Yeah,
you go.
get with now when you buy REM Pod from Patrick, you got to buy one of them cups from Melissa. Maybe if they buy another one, Melissa will let Patrick make me my cup because he never did make me my cup. Hint, hint, Patrick.
Lord.
No, I'm just I've been aggravating them about that cup for how many years now? And Patrick never even says go baby a
It's
cup.
kicked Amy completely off of the live stream. Said it won't even play the bleepity bleep live now.
Tell her to walk 10 miles west.
She said we need to get out of here.
Walk 10 miles with.
Amy, get out and start walking till you get signal.
She can't hear you.
And then
She
come
can't
up to my
live stream.
live stream. And then when I get off here, as soon as Amy comes up, I'll say, all right, y'all, we're going to go. Then she'll have to turn around and walk all the way back.
Well, we sat there and talked till after 1 o'clock this morning. And a couple days before that, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. April still wasn't in bed. Then she told me this morning she fell asleep.
I fell asleep in here in the office till 5 o'clock this morning. Kind of got cold because I cut the heater off, so it would get kind of cold.
Hey, everyday treasures.
I just want to go on the record. You say laptop shopping sucks.
Who's this?
E.T.
Yeah.
Slim lost his charger and his.
I have no
Mouse.
clue.
We had to order a new one.
I had just got, because I take them, when we went in the office, I would take my laptop, my tablet, my everything, my computer, and I would update the updates and charge the batteries and whatever. And I had just done it the other day. And then when we moved back in here to the office, I went to hook my laptop up and I couldn't find my charger. My charger's gone, my mouse is gone. I don't know where it went. So April had April ordered me another one.
So Sandra, are you going to try to get to come to the reunion this year?
Well, for now, my plans went floppity flop. Went thanks to my son-in-law in the car. So my daughter has to go through the process of insurance and getting another car and this and that. And once she gets her new car, well, new to us, old for everyone, car. Well, she's gonna do the process for the freaking passport. See what they say for her. Me, they say I have to decide if I want to be a Canadian or if I want to be an American.
So what'd you tell them?
Me, I said, you don't want to know my answer, sir.
But I thought you could be a dual citizen.
Yeah, if we were supposed to, but they want to change that too because we have too many other country people here.
Oh yeah, I see them every day at work.
If you don't have, I think you got to update
The
that.
thing is, we don't even see them here, like in town or what. There's nothing, nowhere. And they say we accept 75 of these people every day.
They're all in Belleville. You know where Belleville is up there?
Nope.
That's where the
Well,
P&G,
they're probably all in Montreal somewhere.
the Procter and Gamble factory.
Well, I have a solution if you want to come.
I'm gonna hop the fence.
Go
I'm
April
gonna
has
I'm gonna come back as a refugee.
April
As
has
well, you'll get everything for free. You'll get free housing. You'll get free money every month, and might
Yeah.
as well. So that's the best way to go. I'm considering giving up and going, jumping the fence over to Mexico and chucking my IDs and everything and coming back.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop the fence, and when I come back, I'm gonna ask for my refugee status.
When you hop that fence, we're going to be on the other side over here saying, "Run, Sandra, run!"
I can't run that fast though. No, there's a road. There's two roads. They closed one. The road was Roxanne Road. They would arrive by taxi, like on the U.S. side, at that road, and they would just walk up the road, and then they walk into Canada. But all the traffic's coming this way. I'd have to go that way. So they'd say, "What?"
Just walk
And then
backwards.
there's another road. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure if no one's coming. I don't know what I'd say, but yeah, I'd be the other side of the traffic. So I don't know.
Well, April has truck drivers that comes to her company all the time. You could hit the ride with one of them. They come from Canada.
Good night, Myers.
Yeah,
Myers.
I'll hide in the van or something.
Just jump it. You don't want to ride up front with half of them. So just tell them to open the back of the truck.
Yeah, as long as they don't put a hole.
Just bring your blanket because it gets cold in that truck. The back of the trailer. So just hop
Near
around
them.
on the back of a trailer.
Yeah.
Come up to where I work at. We'll open the doors. And you just come home with me.
And then you hop out and get in the car, and then we go to Branson, and then bring you back, put you back on that truck, and they send you back to Canada.
There must be something I can do. Anyways, we're gonna look through that for sure there and see what happens because my daughters want to travel with me. So
You know, it really doesn't all. I mean, it doesn't make sense at all because there you get to have such a hard time, and there's people just coming over and they're just walking right in, and
so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
but,
gonna take.
but you have a hard time. You can't even come here just to visit. You're gonna go
I
back.
can go. I can go. No problem. No problem. They're gonna
coming
say,
back.
"Oh, welcome." It's when
It's
I come
coming
back. So
But it's crazy that this earth don't belong to nobody, but we have to pay to travel to different countries.
yeah,
It's crazy.
the earth belongs to everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. I know they want to know who people are, but it should be a little easier. They make it so freaking hard and basically deter you from doing it.
Yeah, well, that's the at the border, the agents that work at the border. Even Angelo 2 weeks ago, he couldn't even leave the country anymore. He said, "No, you leave the country too much. Go back home."
But you were born in the United States, though, right?
Me, yeah, I was born in Lawrence. In Lawrence,
How long did you live here before you moved to Canada?
Still a baby, weren't you?
I started kindergarten over there. Came back here. I came
Don't
here.
you attend school? But the thing of it is it's so hard for you to come from Canada to the United States. All right, and you have to go through all this stuff to get a passport to do this.
Yeah.
For what reason? For safety reasons. All right, so the terrorists that did 9/11, they passed and got into our country, but they still, did that to the towers.
Yeah, well, back
That
then,
makes no sense.
just before that happened, the 9/11 there, I used to cross the border, no problem, back and forth, just with ID cards. But then, whoop, all of a sudden, some smart butt decided you need a passport to pass.
Yeah, but nobody in Canada
So
kills
that
people.
killed me.
Oh God, shut up, Michael.
Y'all can't even carry guns over there.
Nope.
No, it just been.
You better be going
They made it worse too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't even make a fire in your own house, firewood.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's like, I don't know. I ain't want to say Hitler because that was a whole total different
Well,
story.
that's what they're starting to say now.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a dictator because the dictatorship.
dictator is what I was trying to.
A dictator.
That's what I was trying to come up with.
So he
taking
really
everywhere, taking all your rights away, and you can't do this. But all those
but we
people
have
up
the
there,
right to pay in double and in triple. We're allowed
Yeah.
that. That's the only right.
but him up there, all the people that do have all in power and stuff like that, they're going to still be able to do all this, and with
Oh yeah, they have their
impunity.
steak every night. They have their steak every night.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be living all that, but you can't do it anymore.
No.
I understand, man. Some of these countries, if I lived in some of these countries, I would do whatever I could to get my family out of that situation into a better situation. I understand that 100%. But if you go from one country to another country, don't go over there and blow people up. That hurts. When they do stuff like that hurts the people that really need. I mean, just like medication. There's people that need medication, but then you got people that just do drugs and abuse them, and that makes it harder for the people that need them.
Yeah.
I forget about the bear ET. They got moose up there too.
We got
Big-
moose.
Oh.
Bears. They're baby bears.
Yeah, you don't want to come across a moose and rut, man.
We got black bears. They're
Where there's
big.
a baby bear, there's a mama bear.
I've bear hunted.
Bear, but those moose
And
are.
they go to
nothing.
school. They go to school. They're always in the schoolyard here. So
But I'm not about to mess with no moose or no grizzly.
no, the moose. I'd change my pants if I saw a moose, but a deer. Well, no, it's because I'm already afraid of all sorts of animals. So, but seeing a moose, like I saw a family of moose. Good thing it was dark. I was driving, and a family of moose just decided to cross. I had time to put on my brakes, but their knees were the height of my hood. And I was in a Nissan Murano back then. And that was just their knees.
Next time, kick them in the knees and they can't chase you.
Yeah, because I was driving along and it's dark. It looks darker than where I was. So I put on my headlights higher, and there's a car coming and I flashed him and so he had to slow down. And good thing I did that because he slowed down because he was the first one to hit them. There were at least 5 of them. And
Wow.
then I had time to see all that. So go ahead. So good thing I said, it's darker out. So I put on the big lights and that's what I saw. I said,
My
okay,
thing
I'm not here no more.
My thing is like bobcats and mountain lions.
That's where my mom and dad lives.
Anytime a cat is big enough to take me down and drag me to their lair, I ain't messing with it.
Yeah.
Here we've got our biggest is deer and coyote.
So that's 3 guys say, we got moose there. Be careful. Right in the middle of the day, they got moose here. Be careful.
I like this one for the guy. Guy's coming out of his shed. Go back in the shed.
I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Because they're strong and they don't know they're strong, I think. Or they know, or I don't know. They're just extra big.
Oh, well, moose is just ill-tempered.
Yeah, especially I know that if they're in rut and stuff like that, they
Yeah,
can be really mean.
Oh, and they can run fast. I saw
Yeah.
one running really fast around. It was going around the square, town square. It was going. So okay.
And
Yeah.
my aunt, where she lives up in the mountains where my mom and dad live, she heard something on her front porch. She lived by herself. She heard something on the front porch, and she had a cooler out there on the porch.
Right back.
And she went and opened her door, and how about a bear was had opened that cooler, and she got a broom and beat that thing off her porch.
Yeah, bear. I mean, unless
My aunt was
it's
brave.
got cubs close by, a bear's gonna run from you unless you corner.
I don't want to find out.
Well, we did. I mean, we was in Gatlinburg. Excuse me. And we sat down on a bench, and we were just resting for a minute, and I seen this guy. He come down and he run, and he got some more people, and I was like, "What is he looking for?" And I looked down this alley, and there was something running toward us. And it came right out in front of us. I could have reached out and pet it. It was so close to me. And it just stopped right there because it run out and there was, a bunch of people around. And I started to grab it because I was thinking it was somebody's pet. But then I'm thinking, I forgot where I was. And I was like, no, we're in the mountains. That thing came looking for food. So I let it go and it took off running up the main street.
The squirrels are nice. You can give them peanuts, and the crows. Yeah, the crows, the black crows, you can no come. But other animals, forget about it. You don't want to come face to face with those geese. Mm-mm.
Those geese are pain in the ass.
I've
They're
caught
equal to moose. Equal to moose, the geese.
Mean little bastards.
always, man, walking up and like if you had a zoo and you're walking around looking at the animals and all of a sudden you just walk up on a lion and it's just sitting there in front of you.
Or seagulls at Walmart. If you're trying to go in Walmart, then seagulls is everywhere.
Seagulls. We got them at McDonald's, not at Walmart.
Ours come when Hugo come through. It brought them here. We never seen a seagull till Hugo.
The coolest thing I've seen in my yard was the hummingbirds. First time I saw them, I freaked out because the thing come flying up on me. I thought it was a big, huge bug.
It makes that buzzing sound.
Yeah, because that's what I heard. It was like, and all of a sudden it just stopped and kind of hovering. It was by my hand because I was into doing some gardening. But yeah, it was all like just flying there. But yeah, it freaked me out at first, and then I realized it was a hummingbird, and I was like, "Oh wow, that is so cool."
The animals in Canada are weird, E.T. says. Not only the animals, the men too. Oops.
Here's our bear in Gatlinburg.
Oh my.
He
Yeah,
was probably 100
That's about the size of the one that likes to go to school. He's always at school.
That's him. He came running right at us and then cut right in front of us.
that was right beside us.
But you talking about hummingbirds. My mom and them have hummingbird feeders across the thing. But when we got married,
he was everywhere.
they was everywhere. And Michael was out there. Him and my dad was out there putting balloons up for our reception. And Michael, he blew up the balloons and he hang them up. Next thing you know, you hear pop, pop. He was asking for a gun. He wanted to shoot the hummingbird.
But they was busting them as quick as I could get them up.
That's funny.
And then Kayla, she was little. She was our little flower girl. She ended up getting stung by a bee right on her nose right before we went to go get married.
Oh my. Oh, pain.
It was funny seeing Michael. Every time he blew up a balloon, the hummingbirds would fly right there and pop.
I used to catch them when I was younger.
He was out there trying to catch them too. They get a hold of you, you'll know it.
Fast.
But they're so pretty.
But if you
Yeah,
said
right.
go
Yeah,
right
that's
right
what I
in
said. It
front
was
of
really
you,
cool.
stop.
Seeing it hover there, right in front of me.
Yes, hello.
Face.
Hello, hello, hello. Yep.
Well, it's
But I don't. I could just see. I want to see Sandra try to run down a hummingbird.
run down a hummingbird.
I want to see you try to catch a hummingbird.
Me catch a hummingbird. I can't even catch a
I just
fly.
let it come to me, but just hold
I
it stand
can't
there.
even walk a fly.
Let it land on me.
But they are so fast.
Yeah.
And I mean, a split second, they're moved from one direction to the other.
Yep.
I know we had one. I remember I was in the 6th grade and one coming through the window, and we was trying to get it out, and it was. So I reached over and grabbed one of the girl's braids out of her head. It had roses, flowers, So I stuck it in my hand, and that hummingbird came straight to my hand, and I caught it.
Mm-mm.
I ain't trying to catch a bird. But that's like where I work at. The factory, they can't have any kind of bugs or anything in it, and sometimes a bird will get through the dock door. They literally go through the warehouse with a BB gun to shoot the bird.
Oh, how do you get that job?
They're in business.
And I think it's funny watching them sit there. There's so many places that bird can hide in that factory. And they're walking around looking at the ceilings and stuff. I was like, you don't want anything on the product. You're going to shoot
You
one.
come out with the big old the goggles and rifle on your back.
Oh, Lord. But it's funny.
I remember
hiding up that pallet rack.
when Kayla was little, and we was going to the store or somewhere, and I was calling her about doing her work and school and stuff like that. And I was sitting there, calling her, you're gonna have to start doing this and doing that, and quit being lazy and quit wanting to have fun and so I was driving. I turned my head to look back at the front
this is a true story.
So I thought Kayla slapped me
for the back seat.
Well, she was in the passenger side, and I thought she slapped me, but a bird had flew through the window on the passenger side and slapped me in the side of the head and flew out. I thought Kayla just slapped me.
She come home and Kayla was even talking about it. She said, Michael thought I smacked him. And I was like, what? She said a bird flew through the window. It got you good.
I wasn't expecting that, dude. Well, my people it drops down to 7, then back up to 9, then back up to 11, and back down to 7.
You don't pay attention to that.
Well, I mean, it's my hours up. I don't know who else goes on Wednesdays.
I don't either. Sean, what you got coming up?
I got another train story that I'm working on coming up, and another video that I'm working on that I did. It's an old video, but I'm doing like a voiceover to it because that video is all messed up. It had no audio to it, but I wanted to do something with it, so I'm going through it, making it like a historical thing, using the video footage I do have, and doing voiceovers to that. And also have another video on the back burner that I'm kind of slowly working on too. So, and I got my live stream on Saturday nights where we play. We sit around and chat, and then we play words on the stream.
How does that game work? I've tried to come in there and play it, but what do you do? Just try to guess the words or make words?
Yeah, you try to make words of the letters that it gives you. So you got.
I got to work this weekend. I've been missing playing it because I only get to play it that one time. I got to work Sunday morning too. But what time you go on?
Saturday.
We go on Saturday night at 9:00 at night. So it'll be 10 p.m. 10 p.m. for you guys.
I'm going to try to get on there this weekend. Me and Slim will give it a shot.
Now I got to figure out. I mean, I want to get back to. I got to figure out something to do for videos.
Everybody give your idea to Rex Slim and give him an idea what to do. Sandra already gave him a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Update on my mother. Her PET scan came back
Yeah,
good.
six away from 900. Face the ace.
Oh, wow.
6
And-
away.
Yeah, we got to get Sean up to 1,000.
So that means 106 away from 1,000.
I'm 200 and something away from 2K.
I'm still trying to get to 400.
Start being back on here again.
I guess that's what happens when you do YouTube and stop for a few weeks or a few months, then try to come back and stop, and come back and stop. Which I'm not. I mean, I'd like to get subscribers and stuff like that, but that's not why I started doing YouTube. I more or less started doing it to hang out with all of y'all.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And I wanted to do like Sean going out to different places and videoing it. Then I got to doing paranormal, I guess, because most of y'all do paranormal, but I live in a little small town and there's not really much to do around here no more.
I'm going to be working on Eric's channel too. I'm going to change the name, and all the scary stories that I do will go on his channel also, but in French.
French. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Branching out into another language is all right. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So he'll get a different crowd. Maybe hit the bilingual crowd. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think I kind of cursed myself because my first video I put up was me sitting there telling April on my phone. I said, I took this one little phone and got 15 million subscribers, and now I ain't moved nowhere.
Well, you got to get back into it. Just like I do.
Yeah, you have to work and stay consistent.
I don't even really.
Well, what's hard is when you've got so much different stuff going on in your
Life
life.
happens. When life happens, yeah.
Yeah, 392. I
And,
didn't know how many. I
we've
got.
had so much going on, with my mom.
Yeah,
And now,
it's
my
okay.
dad and me and our kids and stuff, it's just been so. And
Lot
you get
going
so
on at one
stressed
time.
out.
A lot going on at one time.
It gets better with age. Once you get to my age, life is quieter, and
I'm not far behind you, Sandra.
I think you're quite enough far away.
I'm kind of hoping that too. Well, a little bit anyway. My daughter just bought a condo, so I'm getting rid of one.
She
soon,
will
hopefully.
buy one. She has enough money to buy 3 of them. But no, she's here and does her loud mouth when I do my live streams.
Well, see, we had ended up with all 3 kids back at home, plus the husband
Yeah,
and 3.
because she left. She came back.
And then Casey came back. And then my oldest daughter and her family done moved. So Casey's done moved down to the little house. And our son's still here. He's never left. But there's no sense in him wasting money. He's only home for like 3 days out of the week. There's no sense in wasting money on rent and stuff if, you're not going to be there.
Yeah, well, my daughter left for like 3 years or so. And that was good. I had a good here, living my best life. No kids, no nothing. But I have to come back. You better come. If you're starving and everything and you can't pay anything, come back. I don't want you to find out that you're starving, you have nothing to eat there. I get so pissed. She goes, no, well, before it happens, I'm saying it. Oh, okay, come on. I guess she was seeing it coming. She said, I'm only going to stay to clear up my debts, and then her debts are cleared up a long time ago.
When our kids moved out, I told them, I said, don't go off and have a family and have kids and want to move back home. Of course, it's something with it.
You always take your kids back.
They always have a place to stay. But
No.
That's what I was telling my daughter. Though I was telling her that too. That it's not that I don't want you to leave. I just want to make sure that you're ready to move out, so you don't move back home.
Yeah.
Well, I did that. It doesn't work.
You never count on that.
That doesn't work. I did that. She had nice, good furniture, almost brand new, everything. No. And then, so she emptied her apartment while my oldest daughter's apartment's on fire. So she lost everything. So what we did is we took what she had and brought it over there.
Yeah.
So is that the daughter?
She gets $2.
Is that the daughter to stay with you? Is the one in the house right now?
No, that's my baby.
The baby one.
Yeah.
Was it Kayla? Them they was renting from this man, and he was 97 years old. So he had told them that, look, I'm getting ready to sell all my land because his wife had just passed, and he said he didn't know how much longer he had, so he was going to sell it or put it all over in his daughter's name or whatever. So they moved and needed a place to stay until they could find something because places to rent is so high around here. So they moved down here, and then the man rents their house out to somebody else. And he, Kayla and I was still calling, check on him and stuff, and he was like, I wish y'all wouldn't have never left. So then Casey, she moved out with a friend, and the friend wasn't paying her half the bills and was left on Casey. So I told Casey I'd get out of that mess. And so that's what Casey did. She come back home. I said, you can come back home, but she ain't coming with you.
Yes, welcome.
What the paranormal sent me, I saw the tweet on Twitter. Thank you. Here. You could turn the camera on.
Oh, I forgot.
He keeps forgetting his camera's off.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, so I'm going to be turning Eric's channel into something in French. So if you want to learn French, subscribe to this channel.
I do good to talk English. What are you talking about? I do good to talk English. What are you talking about?
Is YouTube a big thing over there?
I just subtitles in English, so I can turn the subtitles on, and I can.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's what
Here, YouTube, it depends.
Maybe I'll pick it up that way too. I'll be watching it.
Mostly, the crowd we would get would be between 20 and 40. But there's not a lot of people on YouTube for French.
Yeah.
But maybe you might reach people in France too, though.
Yeah, I mean, they could be, they don't watch channels because they don't understand.
I'm not friends with.
Or even, isn't there parts of Africa that?
Oh, I took them any day, Africa, no problem.
Speak
France,
French too,
French from France.
All I know is French fry, French's mustard, and French dressing. That's about it.
I have a cousin. She lives in France.
I'm sorry, French toast.
That's like, like Matt Rican. I don't see why he don't,
He could do 2 separate channels.
yeah, and reach out to Puerto Rico.
Oh, you want to
That's
see?
awesome, Rachel.
I was wondering, you want to see that screaming thing? Well, it's not really. It's 3D. There's 2 photos on it. There's not only one. So, see, now you got Scream.
Annabelle, okay. Yeah.
Then you got Annabelle.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's 3, don't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3. Yeah, 3D. Duh. So you got this one. Then you got this one, and then you got this one. I didn't know that.
I got a couple more dolls, Rachel. Twink, well, I call her Twink. What's the paranormal? Amy, aka Twinkie. She's my best friend, and we both have a doll that was sent to us by the Traveling Buddy. It's like I can't even remember the name.
Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann,
Raggedy
yeah.
Ann and Andy. I have the male. She has the female version of it. We also have that. That I haven't brought it back out here yet. We just getting our studio put back up.
I try to talk her into not putting all the dolls in
I like my dolls.
I have a doll in here.
Yeah, the girls went
there. Blow
shopping.
up dolls don't count,
and
Sean.
came back with that.
That
I said blow up dolls don't count.
is not a blow up doll.
Hold on just a second. I'll go get it real quick.
Amy said, I don't know, and even Sandra says it's creepy too. But
The what? Your doll? It has teeth. Come on.
Got teeth.
I think so.
does it?
If I remember correctly, dolls don't have teeth. Not in my book.
She doesn't have no teeth.
No? But
No.
there's something wrong with her mouth.
She doesn't have no
I
teeth.
remember.
Yeah, she's just got the open mouth.
Okay. Yeah, no.
She's creepy.
See her mouth? I knew there was something wrong with her mouth, but
Sean and Donnie with their dolls.
I got really blurry. We're not talking about you, so please.
I had a Hulk Hogan doll in here at one time.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it was what my son, when he was a kid, he used to be in wrestling. So he'd always want to buy them wrestler dolls. And I found him one of them big Hulk Hogan dolls. And it was up in the attic. And it was still in the box. And then I'm down here and my grandkids opened the box and took him out of it. So he was in here, but when we moved down, I don't know where he is.
Oh, their dolls are in storage. Don't keep them there too long. They'll be mad at you. Go say hi once in a while.
This is a homemade one, Rochelle. Or Rachel, I'm sorry.
Rachel.
And Amy has the other version of it. No, you can't.
I
have
tell you
this.
what, man, you can
Check, Rachel, check secondhand shops, thrift shops.
yeah, Goodwill. If you got a Goodwill close by, they got dolls all the time.
Mhm.
That one in Mooresville, I would take April to the doctor's, and like I said, I didn't have no Wi-Fi, so I couldn't watch videos and that. So I would go to the Goodwill down there because it was just like right across the street, and walk around and kill time when she was in the doctor's office. And I would walk down the aisle that had the dolls, and every time I'd go in there and walk down the aisle, something would fall off the shelf every time.
Just take me home.
I know.
There's one place I haven't been in a long time. And that's at my mom's store. When
I
you're
would walk a little faster to get off that aisle.
But the person who sent sent Amy hers for What the Paranormal hers and sent mine, he's no longer with us. He was a really good friend of ours. He was like a brother. And that's something her and I will never part with.
Yeah, he was Sean and Rob's partner in crime too. What?
I don't know.
Goodwill, I mean a witch.
I was reading something. There is a game show. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen it, but it's called Bullshit. And Howie Mandel is the host of it.
Really? A
And
Canadian.
I seen where Rachel says she's from Idaho, and they have one of the trivia questions, and I never would have believed, but it says, "Where is one place in the United States where you can stay and sleep all night?" And in Texas, it said a huge 10-gallon hat. It's somewhere you can stay all night in. Except for, was it Texas, for Houston, Texas, you could sleep in a 10-gallon hat. In Las Vegas, you can sleep in a huge set of dice. In Idaho, it said you could sleep in a huge potato and eat. And sleep. And the answer was Idaho, you could sleep in a huge potato all night.
Yes, for the potatoes. They grow potatoes, no?
And I was like, dude, what?
I would
So
say
you already had your midnight snack if you get hungry, I guess.
I would say Vegas, and would be Dice. I mean, they just fall asleep right there in
But the
front
answer
of the
was Idaho.
steps. When you try to walk up, they just lay in there. You have to step over them.
I wonder if in Idaho
Yeah.
there's sand.
No,
there's
but I don't. The potatoes
It's
don't grow
red.
that big. Now, come on.
Because in Prince Edward Island, where we grow our potatoes for Canada,
It's an
Um,
Airbnb.
the sand, the dirt, whatever, the snow that falls on the dirt is red. So is it the same thing in Idaho? Since they're growing potatoes? Us, it's because of our potatoes that it does that. It's like a rusty,
Not sure.
be surprised.
I don't forget what I was going to say. Oh, Sean was walking around in Vegas with a thing of water, and he was giving all his waters away to the homeless people out there, and then he ended up having a heat stroke.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you could tell he was sitting there sweating and stuff, and I was like, "Don't you?" I said, "Get you some water." And he said, "Oh, I just gave my last one to this guy."
But it was really crazy because I think Sean and him had left to go get the minivan, and Amy, me, and Melissa were sitting at the table on the outside. We just got done eating, and this girl come up and starts asking for cigarettes.
That's for something.
And then
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You guys telling me about it anyway.
and then she was like, I had my food because I didn't eat it all in a little container that they had gave me. And she's like, well, can I have your food? And she did. I mean, she just kept on it. It was over and over again. She goes, well, give me your water. You need to give me your water. I mean, it was really weird.
was she homeless or something?
I don't know.
You don't know out there. I mean,
You don't know. So you say, look, go find a job and you'll have
Well,
everything.
finally
you
the
need.
owner come out of the restaurant and he got her to go away.
the Vegas is their dress code out there is half naked.
Especially Fremont Street.
I seen videos, Sean, right down there where the dress shop was below our motel.
The thrift shop.
Yeah, they was a woman, employee out there sweeping the parking lot naked.
Oh no.
What?
And then after I clicked out, it was on Facebook. You know, the videos on Facebook. And after I clicked out of it, I thought about, so I'm gonna share this with everybody on the channel or the chat. So I went back and I couldn't ever find it, but it was right there at that thrift store down below our motel.
And it just surprised me how many homeless people are there.
Yeah, if they're homeless, yeah, okay. But if they're not, or you can't tell,
You know, we were kind of lucky too. We were there. It was pretty hot and dry, so I'm sure a lot of the homeless were underground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could smell them too.
smell.
So
Yeah.
if it was a little cooler or maybe rainier, I think we would have seen a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was telling Don, I said, don't. Everybody's grabbing them rails, walking. I said, I wouldn't touch them rails. I'm gonna tell you now, Vegas stunk, man.
There was a lot. When we were going down to see Caesar's Palace, going down those steps next to Hell's Kitchen, oh my
Yeah.
Lord, it stunk going down those steps.
I mean, I guess
Because I guess a lot
like
of people
all
use
the
the bathroom.
tourists and homeless, they just use the bathroom there, wherever they're at. But the thing of it is the new part of Vegas had that odor. I mean, not the whole Vegas town, just certain areas. And we was at what was
Fremont.
no Caesar Palace at the entrance of Caesar Palace, and it smelled like doo doo.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
But then we
thought.
went to Fremont Street, where all the
Partying and stuff goes on.
the partying side of it, and it didn't smell like that.
We seen a lot of
Well, of
crazy
course,
stuff.
there was so
but-
much weed smoking there. You couldn't smell nothing else. So
I mean, but it was
Nothing
neat to
bad,
see because of the light stuff that was going on above. All that stuff. It had good bands there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Vegas is the only place I know that you can go into a convenience store,
Yeah, except for the pink taco lady.
get you an Uber,
Pink chocolate lady.
And taco lady.
get you an Uber, fifth of liquor, something to eat, and a prostitute and marijuana at the same time.
I mean, we had
They call it Sin City.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's like we all there was a restaurant there, but it was closed. What was that called? Heart Attack Grill. We all got on the scale at one time to see how much all of us as a group weighed together. What was it, 2,000 something? Oh, but there
Wow.
was a bunch of us on it.
Yeah, there was like 20 of us.
But we had a good time going through there.
I mean,
Nice.
I enjoyed being in Vegas, really. I mean, it wasn't something. I mean, if it was just like going there to hang out again, or for a week or so, I don't know if I'd do it. But if there was like an event that I wanted to go to for a couple of days, I could probably do that.
Well, me, Amy, Melissa, and Lisa, we got to play security guard, but that was pretty fun too.
Of course, there was a lot of things that I didn't get to see that I wanted to see too.
Yeah, I'd like to see around the area and some of the other casinos that we didn't get to see.
Yeah,
But
I wanted to go
Did
to the
you go to
MG.
the Flamingo? Did you go to the
Yeah.
Flamingo?
we went right beside it. We
They-
walked past it.
Yeah, we were right by it. Kind of.
Yeah,
We should have went in there too, since it's going to be
Yeah.
gone now.
That's
That's where
fully
Adam told us we should.
Well, I thought they was
Yeah.
closing it down. That's the reason we didn't go in there.
Not yet.
Oh, That's
We
fine.
should have went. I like the Tropicana. We should have went and checked that one out. I would have liked to see
That's
that
what
one.
Adam was talking about too.
but
That's
then,
the first casino there.
they getting ready to, like all them old hotels like that. They're getting ready. The owners is going to have to upgrade or rebuild because they're getting ready to demolish all the old hotels there, and it's going to be all new stuff.
Yeah, that's Vegas, though. They do that all. It's been like that.
Well,
I
they
don't
got
know.
that big racetrack around there now, don't they?
I don't know if they got that thing.
Yeah, they
built,
did.
but
Yeah, it's for the next 3 years at least. I guess I heard, but it's supposed to be longer. But yeah, I guess after 3 years they can get out of it if they want to.
I don't know how they're going to do that, man. I mean, how busy the streets was there. How are
But
they
also
gonna-
they're building a baseball stadium right down there too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I can't remember who's going to be in there now, but
Off range.
I know there's going to be a baseball stadium right in downtown Las Vegas there. And
That place is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something after we left. They had a big flooding in Vegas.
Yeah,
I
they
remember seeing all that.
But I mean, we all had a good time while we were together there. So
I do have to say that staff that hotel we stayed at was cool, man. I mean, we sit there and did whatever we wanted to, and they just fit right in with us.
but that one thing, what was it? There are two things we had at the hotel: the gas leak. The gas leak there. Everybody had to move, and then the
Night of reunion, everybody got on the elevators, and we broke the elevator.
yeah, you had to go. We had to use the steps to get up and down. The elevator was broke, and then when the cops tried to arrest that, or the undercover or whatever tried to arrest that guy, He was a bounty hunter. Try to arrest that. That was an episode right there in itself.
Yeah, that was interesting too.
I don't know of nobody.
Y'all got some footage on that, didn't you?
I don't know.
Yeah,
of
Donnie caught all that.
I think Patrick got some too, didn't he?
what.
Where the bounty hunter was trying to rip
Oh,
that guy
yeah.
out of the.
I haven't seen nobody's released none of the footage.
Then
I
he
think
ended up arresting the bounty hunter. That was funny.
What if it would have been Dog, the bounty hunter, or Patty Mayo, which he's thinking was. I have fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I would have liked to, went to see the pyramid
The pawn shop.
and that round thing.
Yeah, I wish that sphere.
Yeah,
The purple thing.
Yeah, I
I
wish
never
that.
did see that thing light up.
I know. The whole time we were there, it was black, and as soon as we leave, they light it up. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man,
Mhm.
we were wondering what the heck that thing was going to do the whole time we were there.
But we always have fun everywhere we go. And then this year it's Branson, Missouri. And then y'all get to find out the next trip at the banquet. Twinkie and I have been discussing this wholeheartedly.
And it's going to be a cruise
So
to
it's
go
not
to
a
Canada
cruise.
and to Australia.
No, I
So
didn't see that.
we got
Somebody-
Sandra and Vodka.
Rachel saying somebody climbed the sphere today. I haven't seen that yet. I have to check that
Oh,
out.
I didn't see
Find
that
that.
either.
What?
Climbed it. Was it Chris Angel?
You said what? What?
I met the dog bounty hunter. He's awesome, and I'm going to see him again this year.
Oh yeah.
And we were right by that sphere too, man. It
I try to
would have
talk.
been so cool if that thing was lit up.
I try to talk Twinkie into going on that that Ferris wheel. She wouldn't do it.
I sat there and watched that thing, and I didn't think that thing
It
was
barely
moving.
moved.
It
and
took forever for that thing to go around.
And,
my luck, me and her would have to go to the bathroom. It wouldn't be good.
but that thing was all 24 hours moving.
So slow.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause, like around here, 2:00, the bars are shutting down, so everybody, hits the Waffle House or whatever, and then home to bed. 2:00 in Vegas, they just getting started.
I think all of us were still up at 2:00 in the morning.
A lot of times, yeah. I remember walking back to the hotel. It was like 2:30, 3:00.
Yeah, going late.
Yeah, I started to go walking by myself one night, and I said, "Nah, I better not."
Read about it. He got arrested for climbing it. He's a professional climber.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you-
he's probably not too happy now if he's sitting in jail.
He's probably been arrested before. If he's
Yeah, it's probably
one of those guys that climb one of the buildings and stuff like that. And we always have one in Chicago here, the Spider-Man
Oh, Lord.
climbing up the Sears Tower,
Yeah.
John Hancock building.
I wanted to see, the guys that, look like they're floating in the air and they paint themselves gold and stuff like that. But you got to go through the strip during the day. And it was up towards the pyramid and stuff. We walked all day long that one day. And we got back to the motel and we was like right behind the strip. So I counted the motels and we went to, how far we traveled. We went like 2 motels. That was all we did all day long.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it's the same guy. He's probably done it before.
Don't forget the Patrick said, "Don't forget the $10 tattoos."
Yeah.
Yeah, the $10 tattoos.
Oh yeah.
I got mine. Sean got one.
Sean and Matt Rica got it on the arm, like you usually get a big tattoo. They get a little big guts.
Y'all get the same picture.
Oh wow.
Little tiny one.
It looks like a Pac-Man ghost.
Somebody said something about putting boots on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Amy were talking about putting boots and a cowboy hat on him.
That would be pretty cool.
I got I thought it said 30, and I was going to have them put, see if that guy would switch it to a 2 and put 2.0. And then I got the, let me see if I can pull it up here.
Yeah, we might have to see if we can find another spot to get another $10 tattoo. Me and Amy were talking about that last night too.
I got that symbol there put on. And I thought it was, but come to find out it was some kind of Buddha, some kind of thing for Buddha. But I mean, what it means kind of falls in line with me. But I thought it was a number, but it's a symbol.
But that guy, he had to make so many copies of that little ghost. I mean, it was like back to back, at people after people, all of us getting in there getting that. God, that scared me.
Yeah, I mean these two. I mean, mine was $20 a piece, and it looks. I mean, to be honest with you, it kind of looks like a third or second grader drill.
Oh, we all had fun sitting in there, yard.
Well, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. Hop down from here.
Yeah,
Finish what I was doing. Starting to get a headache.
we passed my hour mark a long time ago.
Yeah, Melissa braved the storm. She got her first tattoo.
Oh,
22 of them.
you see, it doesn't hurt.
How's Eric doing,
Where you
Sandra?
get it.
Well, he's doing better, and he definitely needs his operation there. And I think his nurse at where he goes for his bandage there is gonna push for it to get done. So, yeah.
Did y'all see where the King Charles has got cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Charles.
Mm. So, all right, my loves, I love you all so much. So,
Thanks for coming.
we'll see you all soon again. Good night.
Anything you want to promote before you go?
Just next week, it's going to be my Valentine's Day special all week long. We're going to talk about love, but in a creepy way.
So anybody that's on here, make sure you check out every channel in here.
Yeah, and check out each other's channel.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye,
love
Sandra.
you.
Thanks, Sandra.
Oh, I'm right between two stools.
Well, we get ready to close the office. We're on 2 hours. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll get to come back on more often now. Sean, you got anything coming up?
Oh, just at live next Saturday or this coming Saturday night, 9:00 Central, and hopefully I have this another train story out for you guys before then too, or maybe just maybe on Sunday again. Let's see.
So we're gonna try to get on there Saturday.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to have you. If you want to come up, let me know. I'll send you guys a link if you just want to be in chat.
Oh, you know we got to play the game. It's competition, men versus women.
Well, you can be in chat and still play.
That's true.
That's what's nice about it. And here's that's one of the pictures that I saw. The ghosted. The cowboy hat.
That's so cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
There was another picture I had. It kind of fits more than the kind of ghost that we have. Whoa, hey, what happened?
Yeah, you got blurry.
Yeah, because I had the camera. I had that thing up here. Oh well, we're getting off here anyway. It'll straighten itself out in a second.
It's slowly getting. There you go.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
It's old. It's like my eyes. It takes a little while to focus. There we go.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna wipe your eyes and clear it up. All right, again, thank y'all for coming. I really do appreciate y'all showing up. Usually I go on Thursdays at 7, but I was thinking today was Thursday, so I went on, and then I realized it was Wednesday, but I done made everything, set up everything, so I didn't know if I was cutting in on somebody else's live or not. But thank y'all for coming, and remember to check everybody's channels out, like, share, and subscribe each other. And we love y'all. Night.
Good night, y'all.
Love y'all. Have a good evening.